All this talk of ascension, the proof's here. We're finally living it. Everyone is going through an awakening. Some people are trying to resist, but most are starting to see things differently. They're doing things differently, and they're making changes in their lives. And to do this, you have to do the compulsory shadow work. That means you're doing it whether you're trying to avoid it or not. I'm doing a lot in my dreams. But you really have to look for the light. Stay in the light. To be in your light, you must recognize and release the shadows. Everything is conscious and is emitting its own frequency. Be in the positive frequencies. Work through or walk away from the negative ones. Being in the presence of lower frequencies can lower yours. Walk towards the positive ones, the ones that raise your vibrations. I try to dance every morning to raise my vibrations. It really helps. I've also discovered aromas as a tool, but trees help to clean you of the low vibrational frequencies. So I've come into the forest to share my ascension update with you, and I encourage you, get into the bushes. It's the morning of Hallows Eve, the end of October, and I've gone deep into the forest to reflect on, how much I've been through in the past month. It's been a big one for me. It's probably been a big one for everybody. When this year started, I thought, yes, this is going to be the year for change. And honestly, it was the same the whole way pretty much until October. I've just burst into life. I cried a lot about how I'm trying to spread fairy magic to the world, not being able to pay my bills. That was hard. And it took a lot of pushing and letting go, pushing from the universe. And I had to let go of some of my routines that I had been stuck in. It was sad. I had to let go of some of my friends. So I had a bit of a lonely time. But in that lonely time, I found myself, and I also found my dance again. And I think it is changing my life, dancing. But also I found the magic in aromatherapy. Potions, I call them. And my dreams. I am dreaming again. I'm working through so much stuff in my dreams. And I tell ya, I am doing a lot of running in my dreams. So, better than running in real life, I guess. I've done so much growing. Feeling really great about life. I'm feeling like I'm in a whole new world. Everything's different. And I've got such a bright future ahead of me. I guess when you've been doing the same thing over and over again for years, I know I've been doing good for the individual that walks into my magical land, the magical lane in Kuranda. But there's so much more I can do. And I was being a bit stubborn, just trying really hard to make it work when I had to really just let go. And it is working better now that I have let go a bit. Now, I have been in my shop for years. I'm coming up to the 6th birthday. I'm going to plan some kind of party in the market. We're going to have a twilight night on the 14th of December. My birthday is officially the 1st of December, 6 years since I opened the shop. But I think it's nice to have a night party, so I'm going to hold off till the 14th of December. But what I'm really enjoying is the support work that I'm doing. I have got 2 young boys who are very different, and I'm going to learn so much from them, and I hope that I can bring a whole heap of fairy magic into their lives. I've also got a grown-up client that I'm excited to work with. I think I can learn so much from this guy. Um, as I learn, I'll share, I'm sure. And I really want to help, not just, I'm not a children's entertainer. I'm for everybody. So I'm not just restricting myself to working with children. What I'm really enjoying is being out in the world again. I spent a lot of time inside the walls of my shop, and my wings, just like, I'm really looking forward to spreading my wings. I'm looking forward to being outside more and being in the world more. And I do hope to travel, actually, so I'm going to get my passport and everything. Very excited. I hope that everybody is really learning to let go. Just stop trying to push it, guys. If something's not working, you've got to change something. I've really been dropping the barriers that have been getting in the way of my progress. I've been really becoming unblocked. The dreams are very full on. I mean, often I'm running from something, someone. I don't know how long I've been running for. In one of these dreams, I was running for 20 years. And when I woke up, I was so relieved to not have to run anymore. I've climbed to the top of a mountain. It's beautiful up here. So quiet. I mean, I could spend all day here. I wish I'd have brought my lunch. So fairies, they don't need solid bodies to do their jobs, to do what they have to do in nature. Fairies help the trees grow, they guide the animals. There's a gnome inside every rock, enchanting the rock to hold its form. Everything is conscious. Now, often the people that see fairies are at a higher vibration, and often the fairies have to lower their vibration to be seen. I have heard a few stories about people, really happy people, seeing fairies arguing. This is when they've accidentally lowered their vibration, didn't realize you were there, and were able to be seen. When I first moved to Kuranda, I thought I had a peeping Tom. The feeling of being watched was strong. Every time I was outside or by the kitchen window in view of the forest, I felt like someone was watching me. They were the fairies of Green Forest Road. I don't need to see the fairies to believe. I could feel them there. There was no doubt in my mind. 100% a believer. And I've been asking the fairies to grant me wishes for years. Now, I did kind of drop off from that for a while because I was asking and I wasn't getting anywhere. So I've come full circle. The dancing really helps me and my intuition. But something that I've worked out is, okay, so I've learned. I was going through a dark night of the soul. It was very dark. I was questioning why I was alive. Why did I need to be alive? I didn't want to be in this horrible world. I had become disconnected from nature. I'd stopped dancing because I'd moved a couple of times, and the place that I was dancing kept on giving me like scrub itch. It's a tick that goes, or a mite. You itch for days and end up with scabs all over you. It's disgusting. Now with my aromatherapy, I figured out if I put thieves oil around my ankles, a bit of moisturizer because it's strong, I don't get itchy. And I've started dancing on my lawn again. I've also put some diatomaceous earth down that could also be helping. But now that I'm dancing more, I'm noticing my intuition is really working a lot better, and I'm able to follow my own guidance now. So I'm not needing to ask the fairies so much for help. And I think they're relieved, they've got a lot to do. Now, when you ask fairies for help, they're going to ask you for help back. It's give and take. That's why they like gifts and letters. And I have brought a little lolly up with me, and I've left it on a stick over there as my gift to the fairies. And I am finding the fairies again. One of the problems with the world is that people are just too disconnected from nature. They're disconnected from their food source. They're disconnected from themselves. One of the best ways to connect to nature is to get into nature. So if you can go and find a nice quiet spot in the forest and just be, you'll be surprised at how much better you'll feel. Better get on with my day, hey? It's so lovely up here. Everything is beautiful. La da 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 da. Your life is wonderful. And life is what you make it. Everything is wonderful. La da 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 da. If you live by a forest, make sure you get into it. Oh, the moss. You know, it looks soft. It feels softer. Oh my God. I just want to show you this beautiful little curly bit. Look at you. You're so beautiful. I see you. Do you want to know how soft the moss is? Oh, it's so soft. It's so soft. You weren't expecting it to look that soft.